Hey everyone, Kensurfs here, and it's time for another shave video. This time, I'm going to be trying out a replica of a vintage Gillette Tech razor. And it's actually called the Replitech, and it's a tribute series, and it's from the Global Shave Club. We'll open this up. Comes in a nice little tin. And inside the tin, we have a little bag here. Tribute Series, limited lifetime warranty. And I have taken it out of the package, but I'm telling you, this is a heavy razor. This is not aluminum. This is a heavy razor. And it just so happens that when I did the speed shave in Arizona the other weekend, they gave me to use and to keep a vintage Gillette Tech razor. So I am going to be able to do a side-by-side shave with this and see how they compare. The subtle differences right out of the box are this looks chrome plated. I believe it is chrome plated, polished chrome. And this is nickel. Weight-wise, ironically, this one seems a little heavier. I have a scale, and unlike things that may be at your house, I can't find the damn thing. Do not know where I put it last, but I wanted to weigh this and see how it compared. But what we will do is we'll compare the heads and everything. So today's shave is going to be with those two side by side. I'm going to use the shave cream I actually used in that speed shave when I was in Arizona, and it's from Razor Emporium, and it's citrus. And this shave cream, or this shave soap, definitely a good citrus smell. USA made, and it's 100% vegan. And it's, I think, a limited batch. They have a few different soaps they sell. You know, if you look at Razor Emporium, they're mainly razors and restoration. But they have soaps. They have other items. So this worked great for me under pressure. Now we're a little calm. So we'll use that. I'm going to use a Kensurfs limited edition synthetic tuxedo knot. And I know you guys have been buying these and using these from DSCosmetics. And so far I've been hearing a lot of good things. So I'm going to be using this today, and I'm going to soak it in the crystal skull and get it ready. So when it's soaking, I can talk to you. All right, I'm going to put away this little tin. Now, that razor came with some Dorco blades, and I like Dorco blades, don't get me wrong, but I want to, since I'm doing a comparison, I want to use it with a blade that I'm familiar with, and I'm going to use the Gillette Wilkinson sword from India. I'm going to use them in both razors. But first, let's take a look at the original vintage Tech. Now, they're three-piece razors. They've got the ball end, got the knurling, nice heavy handle. You can see. Now, I've already opened the other razor, so I've looked at it. This has the locking bars there. Do you see those two bars that'll slip into the blade and then lock in? And then the blade actually does not lock on this. I think it's this other razor is molded after the English Tech. Although it weight-wise and characteristic-wise, it looks like this. So here is the new Tech ball handle. Everything's the same. Three-piece. It's got nice and tight threads. Very heavy handle. It does not have the two locking prongs, but it locks in at the edge. See at the edges there? And I don't think the original Tech had that. Let's take a look. Did the original Tech have the prongs at the end? It did. They do have that. So the only thing it's missing on the new Replitech are these two little bars right here. So we'll see how they lock up. Well, let me load some blades in here. All right. I had one guy comment, talk, get to the point. I'll get to the point. All right, we have the new blade. We're going to set it in here. You can see how she locks on all four corners, and then this also locks there. So this is the original, the Gillette style. I'll have to talk to Sheldon and find out why they didn't do that. In fact, let me see if I can find my British Tech, and I'll see if they have those locking bars. Sheldon was right. This is my British Tech, made in England. Although this handle is a little different. It doesn't have the ball end, and the handle is aluminum. It's very light, but the locking mechanism on this original one made in England is the same as the Replitech. So there we go. And he did say, he said it was, but this one just doesn't quite look the same as that. This has a more of a look of a Gillette. So we're going to use that. All right. So we locked in the blade. Let's lock in that. I've been out in the sun. Can you tell? Getting sunburnt. Now it's raining. Southern California weather, right? Okay. Got the Wilkinson sword in. She locks in on all four corners. Now, although I've opened this razor, I have not used it yet. All right. Seems to line up good. You do have some lips hanging over the end here. Not quite as much on the American version. Since I'm here, I'll load the British version. Let's see if you have overhang on that. And you do. So yeah, this is definitely molded after the British version, but the handle is more reminiscent of the American. All right. You wet my face. Can you tell I need a shave? I definitely need a shave. I was going to do one yesterday. I was all set to do it. The phone rang. My wife. I made a mistake. I answered the phone. Here we are, 24 hours later. And now I'm doing it for you, live for you. All right. Soap works good. This soap saved me. I thought for sure I was going to cut myself when I was at that big shave Southwest. Citrus, citrus, citrus. Very nice. I know I've got citrus aftershave. But I've got Floid that I'm going to use today in this shave. Really like that vintage Floid. Did you see it in the picture? They still make this. They don't make the blue, but this stuff is just fantastic. Very slick. Don't want to hail it, right? All right. Gonna move the British version out of the way. We'll use this on the right side. This is the Replitech from Global Shave. We'll use the vintage one on the left side, on this side. I had some good growth there. Post haste. Right down. Turning it. One thing I've got to say about this razor is I definitely feel the weight. And I'm not saying that a heavy razor makes for a better razor, but when I feel a really light razor, this seems a little more aggressive than this Tech. This seems very mild. Almost to the point that I'm pushing. Now I hear they're going to have a fat handle version and a gold version. Ah, that one got me right here. But they do not have them in stock yet because they're out being plated somewhere. And to be honest, I'm getting first crack at a lot of these razors, so I'm not sure if this is on Global Shave's website yet. Went out to lunch with a colleague today for Chinese food, and damn, had some Kung Pao chicken. Too much. Too much. I am full. Yeah, it got me right there. I had someone say, unless you get a nick, you're not really shaving, but that's not always true. I like to get through without any nicks. All right. Pass two. Just a tad more aggressive. I'm going to say on a scale from 1 to 10, if the other one had an aggressive rating of around 5, this might be 6 in my humble opinion. Easy to hold on to, good knurling. No cuts on the neck. Oh, I shouldn't say anything, right? Got some soap coming from Italy, from Pantaray. They have a new soap out, so that's in the mail, so I'm looking forward to trying that. Yeah, one little nick. Todd, the winner of the 11,000 subscriber giveaway, contacted me. He actually used to surf at Bolsa Chica State Beach, which is where my favorite beach, where I go to in Huntington Beach. And then I think he moved to Nebraska. Was in the service, retired. So it was interesting to hear somebody who won the contest actually knows my stomping grounds around here. And he was in the United States, so with an address that looks deliverable, but he had a family member pass away, so I'm going to mail that stuff to him in a week or so. All right. Because he was going to be out of town. Now, I don't need it, but I'm going to answer a couple of questions. One gent asked, what's that ice cube that you ran over your face? And that is not an ice cube. That is actually an Edwin Yeager alum block. And I put a little cold water on it, and what it does is it tightens up your pores. So if you have a cut, and I have a little one right there, it stops the bleeding. I'm not feeling any stinging, so I didn't get any other cuts. Some people rinse it off after use. Some people leave it on. I leave it on. Doesn't mean I'm doing it right. It's just a personal preference. Amazing. No. That one? Nope. No cuts, either of them in the neck. All right, Sheldon. It looks like you got a good product here. I mean, for me, it worked. Might not work for you. For me, it worked. And if you can use a Gillette Tech, you certainly can use this. This is brand new manufactured. This is probably 40, 30 years old. So, last part. It's a big bottle, so I've got a generous amount going on. Surprisingly, not a bad burn. I feel the burn. Now that means that I really didn't rake my skin over that bad. That means I had a good blade razor combo for my skin, and I had good soap that worked good for my skin. That's kind of the tell. You know, if you've got cuts and you slap on aftershave, holy cow. And I wanted to say thanks to another friend. He sent me, I don't know if you can see up there, this is an original wooden box. So thank you very much for sending it. It's for the English leather. I believe he said it was his grandfather's. And I actually have English leather, so I put the English leather bottle, but I did not have the wooden box. So thank you very much, my friend. Looks good on the display. All right. Oh, and I brought this back in. What a dick. I should be hanging this up. My wife's trying to get me to take that belt off of the mantelpiece in the living room, and I have not been doing that. She wants it hung up here permanently, and I can do that, but what's annoying her? So well, I'll keep doing it for a little while longer on that mantelpiece. People walk in, they go, what the hell is that? Did you win a wrestling championship? And that is from the Big Shave Southwest. So it's back up here. But as soon as I'm done here, put it back on the mantle for a while. I'll get away with it for a little while longer. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you very much for your subscriptions. I do appreciate it. We've got some good shaves coming up. I wasn't rushed in this one. This was an enjoyable shave. The brush worked good. Thank you for DSCosmetic for creating this for me. I believe there's about 14 of these ones left, and I think about 14 of the Badger brushes left. Limited edition, there was a 50 of each, and I think this is $20, and I think that's like $26 or $27. DSCosmetics. The link will be in here. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. We're going to see you real soon. Have a good weekend. It's my Friday off, so this is actually my Friday. And going to have to probably go see some comedies at the movies with my wife this week. Looks like Hustle, a comedy with, forgot their names. Anne Hathaway, is that it? And some other ones my wife wants to see, but it's okay, man. Comedies are good too. But I can't wait for John Wick to come out, and that's coming out soon. No soap in the ears. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.